world. This is Sunday, January 14th. This is Ted Haas. And today I've been thinking about an article I read about the positive benefits of depression, which was really an interesting perspective. I was kind of sparked by this because in our service, preacher was preaching on this. And first of all, depression's bad. There's degrees of it. Depression is a word that covers a lot of things, which can be on one end of just a down mood to clinical depression and everywhere in between. It's a spectrum. So without discounting the very serious consequences and the pain of true depression, some researchers have explored the idea that there might be certain psychological or evolutionary benefits associated with depression, or at least with the behaviors and thought patterns associated with it. Here are a few points that have been discussed in this context. Increased analytical thinking, creativity, empathy and sensitivity, evolutionary perspectives, and personal growth. It's crucial to note that these potential benefits don't negate the severe and often debilitating nature of depression. It's a serious mental health issue that requires professional treatment when it does. And the main focus should always be on seeking appropriate help and managing the condition effectively. That was from ChatGPT. So, basically the overall premise is that depression is kind of like a necessary product related to creativity. We know this certainly anecdotally that creative people, there's probably a study too, creativity correlates with depression. And what this line of reasoning, this research goes, is that maybe it's actually hardwired. So then there's all these studies that actually show various benefits. Like when you're depressed, you make more accurate judgments of other people's characters because you examine it more closely. When you're happy, you're more likely to be fallible to different errors, and basically you can be tricked more easily. You also have far more attention to detail, which can benefit things. You ruminate over stuff, which is why it's so painful, but there can be a positive benefit to that. There's also proposed evolutionary benefits. I mean, the overall evolutionary benefit, at least the logic would go, is that what makes humans so unique is our creativity. So the depression goes with that. But one of the thoughts is there may be a benefit to seasonal depression. So in the winter, if you're depressed, you're more likely to not go out and seek the comfort of individuals and of others, and basically have more babies. And if you have babies in the winter, they get born in the spring and summer, which is when they have the highest likelihood of survival. Of course, this isn't applicable in today's day and age, but if you believe in evolutionary theory, it would add a benefit. It's interesting to me is this further premise that, for everything that's negative, you have to see a perspective. There's also positive things, and these things kind of go together. And that, what is your end goal in life? And that's kind of ironic, because if your end goal is to be happy, you're actually less happy. But if your end goal is to have a meaningful, you have a compelling purpose, a noble purpose in your life, and happiness is not your end goal, you're more happy. So this is similar to that. And for myself, I mean, I've never been diagnosed with anything, but I am definitely, I think I'm probably subclinical bipolar. I'm up and I'm down. The paradigm shift was in, rather than trying to fight it and avoid it, roll with the punches. And I had the analogy of when I learned how to play in the ocean. They told me, don't try to fight the waves, you'll get just pushed over and messed up. When a wave comes, you dive underneath it and you just wait it out. So this really got me thinking, and I want to maybe look into it more. So in the description of this, if you're watching it on YouTube, it's in the description. If you have the NFT, it's in the description of the NFT. Is a link to one of the articles I read. You can also just Google it. So that's my thought today. So go. And I hope you overcome your depression, and if that's what you're suffering from, and have overcoming meaningful, impactful life. All right, I am ending this sonic stream in 5, 4, 3.